A child who treats every adult the same has learned that no adult in particular belongs to them. Once the foster placements began, the two groups split. The children placed with families began to catch up. By age 3.5, the fostered group's average IQ was 81, and their language had recovered too. But for the group left behind, the IQ was only 73. Almost half of the fostered children developed secure attachments to their new caregivers, compared to 18% of the children still in institutions. But when the researchers cut the data by age at placement, they found the result that made this study famous. Recovery had a deadline. Children placed with families before their second birthday recovered dramatically. Their brain activity climbed back toward normal. By age 8, if you looked at the brain waves of a child fostered before 24 months, you could not reliably tell they had ever been in an institution. Children placed after their second birthday carried the damage forward. The team kept following everyone to age 8, then 12, then 16, waiting for time to close the gap. The gap never closed. Scientists call it a sensitive period, a window somewhere around the second year of life when a brain is literally waiting to be built by another person. The study's coldest discovery is that the window closes once, and it never opens again. And none of this was only psychological. The deprivation was written into the children's bodies. Their heads were physically smaller. MRI scans years later found two kinds of loss. White matter, the wiring that carries signals between brain regions, came back close to normal in the children who got families. Gray matter, the tissue that does the actual processing, never did. Even their cells kept a record. The longer a child had spent in the wards, the faster their body was aging on the inside. The proof was in their DNA, in the tiny protective tips that wear down over a lifetime. Theirs were wearing down early. Neglect had aged them at a cellular level. By age 4.5, more than half of the children who had lived in institutions had a diagnosable psychiatric disorder. That word, neglect, sounds like the lesser one. Abuse is something done to a child. Neglect is only something that failed to happen. Whatever else went on inside that system, the damage this study measured came from wards where babies were fed, cleaned, and medicated. Damage doesn't require cruelty. It only requires absence. On the state's checklist, nothing was missing. But here's the problem. A baby's brain builds itself through call and response with an adult. It forms more than 1 million new connections every second in the earliest years. And it wires itself around whether the world answers or not. For these children, the world never answered.